Guest today on Absolutely Famous are a couple of legends from the Leishenholt Cricket Club in Bunbury, Western Australia, Shane and Emma Jamieson. And guys, it's people like you that really keep these country clubs going. So just tell us about your roles. Emma, start with you. What do you do in the club, and what don't you do?
For the Leishenholt Club, I'll start from the ground up. So I am the Woolworths Cricket Blast coordinator. So all the little juniors who are trying out cricket for the first time, they come down and we give them a fun, family-friendly introduction to cricket. And I also play on the women's cricket team. And outside of Leishenholt, I'm also on the executive committee for the Bunbury and Districts Cricket Association.
Busy time. So the club, the Leishenholt Club, I presume, caters for kids right from when they start preschool till whenever they finish.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, right from sort of kindergarten age upwards.
Yeah, fantastic. Shane, tell us what your involvement is. I know I've seen you just about everywhere I've been this weekend.
Yeah, I pretty much do whatever I'm asked to do. So, so I help Emma with the blasters. I manage teams like Sons playing in it or whatever. I'm on the Wellington District Cricket Association board as the treasurer, because that's our representative group for our juniors. Play with the Masters. And I represent the cricket club on the local pavilion board. Manage that, been on that since 2017 or 16, something like that. But yeah, since we've come here, I only started playing cricket again because Emma started playing and the youngest son, so I was left at home, so I thought I'd better get out and do something.
So how long have you been in Bunbury?
Oh, I started
Both of you.
2014, Australia Day 2014, we moved,
Yeah, where did you move from?
Yeah, moved from Thornley, but I'd been working here since 2012 prior to that.
Yeah.
And travelling back.
Yeah.
2014, yeah.
So the Leishenholt Club, it looks as though it's a healthy, thriving club to me. Is that the way it is?
It's the largest club in the Bunbury districts,
yeah.
So huge juniors for the area.
Yep.
Steady numbers with the senior men, and the women's. Emma and Casey have put in a lot of work getting numbers up, and junior girls. So it's ticking over quite nice.
Yeah, I mean, we've been involved in lots of other sporting groups through hockey and other sports, and the Leishenholt Club just has a fantastic feel about it and great leadership. So it's just a really lovely club to be involved with.
Good people.
Yeah, I see today, Emma, the opposition were really enjoyed playing against you. They told me afterwards, so that's a kudos for the club.
Our women's team has the nickname or the acronym for the lovely Leishenholt ladies. So although we do, we are competitive, we do it with friendliness and we all enjoy it. So
I think your sledging's very humorous. Much more fun than the boys' stuff. That's right. So what about your own sporting backgrounds, Emma? Yours, what sort of background do you come from?
Look, I grew up with a very sporty family, so we were always down playing tennis or hockey, and hockey was probably my main sport once I sort of got through school and high school and into seniors. But yeah, so with cricket, I actually had never thought I would ever play cricket, but Rowan, my youngest, started playing. I really enjoyed being down on the sidelines with his team and all the parents, and the opportunity to be part of a women's team came up, and so I jumped at it.
Fantastic.
But, so I'm a hockey turned cricketer.
Yeah, so what sort of level of hockey did you play?
Oh look, I've played up in Perth. Sort of the top level up there was in second grade, and then I've represented a couple of times the WA in the Masters, so the over 35s and the over 40s. We came away with a gold medal.
Fantastic.
When it was down here in Bunbury. So so just some good fun.
It's just a sportaholic.
Yes, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, what about you, Shane? Your background, you've done quite a few things.
I come from the Great Southern mainly.
Yep.
And same as Em, I played first grade up in Perth. For
Hockey.
Curtin Trinity, hockey.
Yep.
Hockey took over probably when I when I'm probably 2 or 3 years after I moved up to Perth. Yeah, I was into athletics as well. Had not great at it at all, but I just loved the coaching aspect behind it. So I met guys like Matty Barber and then guys like the Pierce brothers in hockey, and I just met so many fantastic people that where I come from, 300 people, you just don't get. So
Yeah.
that was just awesome.
Yeah.
To be able to play hockey with and against Olympians and all that, so it just blew my mind. It was
Pretty
fantastic.
cool. Yeah. And you do a bit of triathlons as well, you're saying?
Yeah, I used to do triathlons. Yeah,
Yep.
my knees are shot now, but that's all right. There's no cartilage left, and the meniscus are torn, and all the rest of it. And they just said, "Don't worry about it. Just come back when you can't walk anymore, and we'll replace it." So that was good fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've been lucky. I've had a couple of trips away with state teams for hockey, and then went over to New Zealand a few years ago, representing Australia. So that was nice. Yeah, good fun.
Cool. Do you play for Western Australia over there or Australia?
Australia and New Zealand. Yeah.
Oh,
so that was,
fantastic.
over 45s. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. I hope the
fun.
Kiwis treated you well.
Oh, lovely. Yeah, honestly, there's like we was going to a big country town. We're up at Whangarei.
Whangarei, yep.
Yeah,
Up
yeah,
at north,
it's an
yep.
awesome place. Yeah.
Beautiful place. Beautiful
Very
part
nice.
of the world. What about career-wise? Emma, you've got some
Doctor.
pretty flash qualifications. Well, you're a doctor.
I
That's
am
pretty
now,
cool.
just as of this year actually.
Congratulations.
I actually have type 1 diabetes myself.
Yes.
And so had that since I was 11 years old, and have always been involved in research through the years, and just things got in the way in terms of getting a PhD, but moved down here and looked at doing my thesis on gestational diabetes, so diabetes that happens during pregnancy. And
Yep.
so yes, just submitted my thesis and finally got it passed this year, and onwards and upwards. We've got funding now to extend the study that I'm involved in. We've got over $3 million just this year to extend the study and really improve outcomes, particularly for women in rural and regional areas, just to improve outcomes during birth and afterwards.
You're such a prevalent disease, isn't it? I know in the
Yes.
Western world, really. And
Yeah, absolutely. And the projections are still rising. So our main aim is to really intervene early. So
Yep.
right in that while the baby's in utero, get in early and try and improve outcomes for both the mum and the bub. Yeah.
a lot of it, I'm guessing, is lifestyle
Yeah. Look,
driven. The diabetes.
Yeah, absolutely. The diet is a huge factor, but we're now learning that if babies in utero are exposed to high sugar levels, then that just predisposes them down the track to have diabetes themselves or become overweight or obese. So it kind of sets up that cycle that is really hard to break. So we're really wanting to intervene right at that early stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, as a doctor, are you specialising in research, or are you? Yep.
Yeah. So in research, so my thesis was more just about the tests that we use to pick up diabetes in pregnancy, because that's the first bit. If we can find out women who've got it, then we can actually do something about it.
Yeah, really make a
Just
difference.
improving that. Yeah.
That's fabulous. And what about you, Shane? You're a teacher, a school teacher, I understand.
I teach manners, pretty much.
Manners. My mum and dad used to
No,
teach that.
yeah. I'm pretty good at teaching manners. Yeah, no, I now teach mathematics. So I used to be the deputy of trades college and head of maths and head of HAS, and I was a phys ed teacher when I first started. But
Yep.
that was all after I was an accountant. Prior to that, so I realised that you needed if you had a sense of humour as an accountant, it just wasn't going to work. So I got out of that and went overseas, coached a bit of hockey in Scotland and played a bit, did it for 6 months, and then realised I was good at working with kids, so came back. By that stage I was going out with Emma, so.
Fantastic. I was going to ask, where did you meet?
Oh, through hockey.
Did you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Many years ago.
An infamous away trip, was it?
No,
No.
no, I never went out with girls that I was coaching.
Oh no, fair enough. No, a good theory. So, what's your message for young people? I mean, you and your family obviously are full into sport. It's a great thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
I mean,
look, for me personally, not so much the sport itself. It's my family will always, small country towns, always involved with something.
The act,
belong,
belong,
yeah.
commit. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Act, belong, commit. Yep.
yeah,
I
just
like that.
being part of the community. It's great for your own mental health. You're contributing, and I know even with the little junior blasters that we coordinated, it's just so much fun to see them, you know, when they succeed at a skill, or it just gives you so much so much power and
Yeah, it's cool.
good feelings. So
Yeah, and also they'll see you walk down the street or whatever, or you know, they're not scared to come and say hi. And I know, like as a school teacher, it makes it a lot easier for kids to actually come and, you know, tell me stuff that they may not tell other people, like parents or whatever. So no, it's good, and it's just seriously, it's just good fun.
Yeah.
It's that wraparound support, isn't it? It's that holistic. Everyone's in it together.
Fantastic. And your children obviously involved in, how many children do you have?
Yeah, so we've got 3 boys.
Yep.
So the older 2 are, well, swimmers probably predominantly, but play hockey as well. All 3 of them actually played with Shane on the field.
Fantastic. What are their names?
So we've got Lachlan, Heath and Rowan.
Yep.
So Rowan's our little cricketer, and he's actually out there. He comes down and helps us with the blaster program, and he's out there learning how to umpire today. So he's kind of picked up that.
I better go pick him up.
Yeah, we do. We probably need to go find out where he is.
And what age are the kids?
Well, so
Lockie's 23.
Yep.
Heath's 17, and Rowan's 14.
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. Good stuff.
No, and they're good kids. They're completely different, and they are bloody funny.
Yeah.
Frustrating at times, but funny.
But very community minded as well.
Take after mum and dad. Well, congratulations, Shane and Emma, on all you've contributed to the Leishenold Club. I know my grandkids and certainly appreciate what you do, and I'm sure the whole community does.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah.
It's look, there's just so many people like us that just do a bit, and it makes it enjoyable, and that's a great place to be.
Yeah. Fantastic.